Today's message: when people are attached to the older version of you, your growth becomes personal to them. They feel betrayed that you outgrew their expectations when you didn't betray them. You just outgrew their low expectations of you. That goes out to all my free thinkers out there that is pushing toward a better version of yourself, a financially free version of yourself. Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another episode of Grow Rich, Grow Happy, that place where we follow the breadcrumbs of wealth, and we're about to talk some Kaspa. You guys have been talking about it down below, asking, why didn't Kaspa make your top 5? All of that is going to be answered right here, guys. And I'm going to show you some things with Kaspa that should get everybody excited because you know the truth. Now, those of you that picked up my book, Overcoming Self for Crypto Wealth, you already know I love Kaspa. There's a chapter in there about Kaspa, locating hidden gems. Those of you who got the book know what chapter I'm talking about. Those of you who want the book, make sure you swing over to growrichgrowhappy.com. And while you're over there, sign up, get your free gift, but also swing over by the store and get you a copy of my book. I have a download version and I have a paperback edition, and that paperback edition actually comes with a exit strategy. Everyone should have an exit strategy. The exit strategy is free. Make sure that before you buy the paperback, you add it and the exit strategy to your cart, and then you will not be charged for it. So I thank all of you that have been picking up the book. I really appreciate you guys. You're the reason I wrote the book. I want to help as many people as I can. Also, look down below, get your cold storage wallet. We only deal with Tangem here, guys. Tangem is the way to go. I got a 10% discount down below that is yours, so you can lock up your Kaspa and every damn thing else that you have. That 10% does go to support this channel, everything we do up front and behind the scenes. All right, guys. So we're about to talk about Kaspa, institutional involvement, all of that. But the first thing I want to talk about with Kaspa is I look at Kaspa like I would look at Bitcoin. For instance, everything that was on my top 5 list, I'll pop it up here so you guys can check it out. My 5 picks that I feel have the most potential going into next year. But Kaspa's not on there because to me, Kaspa is a given. I put it in the category of Bitcoin because Bitcoin is like digital gold. It is gold. What do you do with gold? You lock it up. You don't worry about it. You know it's going to increase in value over time due to its scarcity. Well, Kaspa is the same way, except I look at Kaspa as silver. You put your silver in your safe or wherever you choose, a safe deposit box or whatever, because why? It is going to increase in value over time. So that's why it is locked up. Kaspa is just a given. Those of you out there, you know I love me some Kaspa. But so that's the reason I look at Kaspa like that, but that's also the reason it's not on that top list, because if you notice, everything that was on that top 5 list has everything to do with institutional involvement, but how this new global financial system is shaping out. Now, Kaspa can be used for stuff like that, probably is going to be used for stuff like that. But the first thing I want to do, guys, I want to jump over here and I want to show you something I came across that came out today. And this is going to frame a lot about Kaspa. So check this out. And then I'm going to show you something else that might tick me off a little bit. Oh, I'm kidding. I don't care. But check this out. Okay. Why institutional accumulation in Kaspa signals a strategic entry point for investors. You have to remember, guys, when it comes to buying, now here on this channel, I believe everyone knows now, unless you're new to this channel, we pride ourselves on going in when everybody else is running away. I know what you're probably saying if you're new to this channel, no duh, but why do people fail to do it? For some reason, when everybody's running away from the market, a lot of new people to investing, they don't buy. They sit back and they say, I'm going to save my money. I'm scared. I'm wait to things to get a little bit better before I run in. But you know what? You know who don't think like that? Institutions, the people with the big money, they know this kind of stuff. This is how they made their money. So you know what they're doing? While everything is down now, Kaspa is down to like 4 or 5 cents. You know what they're doing? They're going in and they're buying it up because they know its long-term value. this proves it. Check this out, guys. So it says right here, this is the part I want to show you. I'm going to jump around on this, guys. Institutional accumulation, a contrarian signal. Data from October 2025 reveals a striking anomaly in Kaspa's on-chain activity. The largest holder of Kas, referred to as wallet number one, this is why it's important to watch their wallets, accumulated, check this out, guys, more than double the new supply of Kaspa that's emitted that month. More than double. They snatched it all up. This surge in accumulation occurred amid a broader market crash triggered by that Binance price oracle failure on October 10th. It almost makes you say, well, damn, was it done on purpose? I don't know. I'm not going to say that, but I'm saying whether it was done on purpose or not, you have to watch stuff like this and see what types of movements are being made. And you see what they did. They went in and they snatched Kaspa. What this tells me is that whales are aggressively buying, guys. And it's a strong signal that Kaspa is a long-term position because it's flat right now. I'm going to show you how flat it is. People taking jabs at it. But if you watch the right people, you watch the right wallets, like wallet number one, it makes you look at your bag that you hold a little bit differently. It makes you look at your bag and say, you know what? They know something. They, even if Binance and Coinbase is not snatching it up, but who knows? It's one of those wallets, right, that you don't know. But I tell you this, they understand silver or gold when they see it and they're snatching it up. But you have to be careful with that, because if they snatch up too much, then you get the whole decentralized to centralized type deal, which I don't believe that can happen with Kaspa, but it is something that you have to watch for. Now, another thing, what this tells me, and I'm going to leave this down below, guys, it also begs to, to enforce and explain why it's important to buy these dips. And these guys are buying it up aggressively. Now, they've already identified that they believe that that is an institution. Why would an institution want to hold something that a Binance or Coinbase or one of these top tier exchanges won't list? Why would they want to hold something like that unless they know something? So those of you that hold Kaspa, I always say Kaspa is that one, like, again, if you missed out on the things like Bitcoin and assets like that, is other ones too. Getting in now, especially at a 4-cent price, and that's not financial advice, that's just common sense. You'd be crazy to miss out on that. So the other thing I want to show you guys with this, and then we're going to take a look at the market, is this. So I almost feel like sometimes that these stories are plants, because I look at Kaspa and I'm like, why would you choose Kaspa out of all of them? When I first saw this article, and this came out a couple days ago. By the way, that last article I just showed you, that was from today. But it says best altcoin to buy in 2025. And of course, I see Kaspa, my eyes light up. Kaspa struggles as the new token prepares for a major lift. So they're lifting off the back of Kaspa. Check this out. So I said, I'm go through it. I went through it. And I said, okay, they're talking about Kaspa here. And they're talking about it's a proof of work, things we know. But then they went straight from Kaspa's down to the rise of SPY, currently in a crypto pre-sale stage. Stay away from pre-sales. I always tell people, I stay away from pre-sales. They have attracted those searching for the next altcoin to buy. But why did they use Kaspa to make that point? This is further just heaping dirt on top of Kaspa. And it's stuff like this that a lot of the newer investors coming in, and they may be doing some research on Kaspa. Hell, it's in my book. And they see this and they say, okay, oh, here's a Kaspa article. Let me do a little bit of research. Let me see what the general consensus is out there on Kaspa. And they go to reading through this and they say, wait a minute. Proof of work framework. Then they go here and they say, okay, Kaspa struggles. No duh. You continue. So, okay. You keep looking. 4 to 5 cents. Then you go down here. A new name emerges, Space Pay. And then the rest of this article is about Space Pay built off the back of this right here. So you have to put things in context and understand, what is this guy, this particular journalist, what is his angle here? Why did he choose Kaspa? There's a ton of Kaspas, not Kaspas, but there's a ton of, like Kaspas, there's a ton of assets in the top 100 that you could have chose, but you chose Kaspa to get your point across with this one right here. So things like that, you have to be careful, know who you're listening to, and see if they have an underlying agenda that doesn't set with yours. So I go over here, guys, we look at it, and this is why I say it's an opportunity. According to this, they're still in the top 192 right here, 24. They're going up a little bit, but we're going to do some math right here, because remember, this is long term. $100 get you 2,247 Kaspa right here. Now, if you go back, something I didn't show you, go here, got an analyst project 6 cents to 22 cents by the end of this year. Hell, we ain't even got 50 days left in this month, dude. Not month, but this particular year. I don't even know. I think it's dwindling down. So that's it's a lot going to have to change for them to get up to maybe 22 cents, but anything's possible, especially if you pick up if Bitcoin start to rise. So we get over here and they saying $1.44 for a 2030 target, contingent on regulatory clarity and institutional adoption progress. Now I look at that, guys, I always say it comes with a grain of salt, all of these price predictions, but $1.44, I say we are going to be at $1.44 long before 2030. I do believe we're going to get one of the major exchanges to list them, if not for no other reason than to say to Jonathan Sampolinsky, because he put them on notice when he basically said, you guys are pay for ad exchanges out there and you really don't care about crypto. Oh man, guys, you need to check it out. I flashed my video up here. You need to check it out. He put the whole industry, the whole crypto industry on blast. And to me, it showed me why Kaspa is more of an asset than anything. It is that one that you put on a cold storage wallet and you just throw it in your safe and say, you know what? Up, down, I'm not touching it because I know where it's going. You guys let me know down below. What do you think? Are you accumulating Kaspa? And if this is your first time here and you never considered Kaspa before, what do you think of this possible institutional involvement with buying so many Kaspa, guys? Let me know down below. I'm out. My heart